like was a very entertaining basketball player to watch. Just how he would react to certain things and his explosiveness when he's dribbling the ball and everything. Like he actually created a lane for himself, which is really rare to do and to see when you're watching basketball nowadays. So when this dude passed away, I'm like, what? Like, like you can't even find words to describe that feeling of, even if you don't know this person personally, just the impact that they had on your lives, especially when you coming up and you watching this person, like you can't fake that type of, like connection. And it's not a connection that I only share, millions of other people shared that too. So Twitter crashed when we found out this dude died. And then on top of that, the daughter who was going to carry his legacy, the one who was playing basketball, young Mambasita, Gigi, her, like, bro, they were not even a few days ago, they were just at a basketball game and he was breaking the game down and it became a meme. Like, she's gone too. Like, only at 13 years old, like, it was too much. It was way too much. And the 7 others that lost their lives, you know what I'm saying? We shouldn't forget about them. We should send our condolences because those were the teammates of Gigi and some of the family members and the pilot as well. So it was really sad to see all of them go down because of, not even pilot error, but just the conditions that they were flying in. It was really sad to see them go like that, especially something as horrific as a helicopter crash. Like, and when you realize the reason why they was in the helicopter in the first place, because Kobe, wanted to be with his kids and stuff like he had it all planned out. And for him to go like that, leaving behind a legacy at only 41 years old, like that shit hit me. I remember Monday, I was supposed to be working and like, the sky was gray that day. Like, bro, I was just somber. I was really feeling it that Monday. I was like, bro, this is hitting me hard. And the last celebrity that died that really, really, really affected me was like Eddie Guerrero. I cried when Eddie Guerrero passed away. Like, that was my boy. And now you took Kobe from me. I just lost La Parka too. Wrestling legend La Parka. Then we also lost The Rock's father. Like, bro, it was too much. I had that was a day I had to just actually just feel it because this one hurt. This one fucking hurt.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said, and it's like the words can't describe. Like, the I can repeat all the stuff you said, but everything you said was like right. But I'm gonna say something different though, right? So when I found out, I called Jameson, and I was like, Jameson, you heard about this? My wife told me, and I'm in Burger King, and she was like, yeah, it was a helicopter crash and Kobe Bryant died. I was like, stop playing this fake. We in the thing. And I called Jameson. I'm like, Jameson, did you look this up? He was like, hold on, let me look it up. He was like, I see an article. I see a couple of articles. Oh, man, it is true. And it just messed my head up still. Another thing that happened was that a comedian on Instagram and Twitter was talking about he was glad that Kobe died because he's a rapist. And now they got a lot of Kobe fans looking for him right now.
Yeah, his name is Ari Shaffir.
Yeah, he's a comedian, and what it is that since he made that statement, he can't get a job at none of his spots that he was going to do a stand up at. Now it's a group of people looking around trying to get him now. But it is like real serious, man. Like, I mean, when you realize, let me tell you, when y'all make a shot at a trash can, what's the name you say when you about to make that shot?
Kobe.
Kobe. It ain't nobody else. You know you ain't gonna say no shot because you know you're gonna miss that jump. It's always Kobe. It's always Kobe, man. It's that name from.
I will give you Kobe, but I'm a Jordan fan, so and a Bulls fan, so I say Jordan. But yeah, Kobe was second. I said Kobe a couple times too.
Yeah, but it sound better with Kobe because you let that joint ring off your tongue. You be like, Kobe? Then make that little on switch when you about to do the trash can. And the thing about it is that a lot of basketball legends, that's the only thing that a lot of races get together and celebrate and be one with is these players, regardless of what race you are. And it's not just the black community, it's just the world itself is feeling its hurt together about
Yeah,
how special Kobe is. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, Kobe been through generations. Like you say, he was in the '90s, and I was born in '81. So I grew up when he was like before he started, but even when he started, especially especially like when he went with Shaq and by him being with the Laker and that he said he wanted to stay and die like it, he didn't want to leave. And he's like I think he is the one of the only few players that's staying with the same team his whole career that he started with, and the impact is big, and he will surely be missed.
I would say I'm gonna say this. Both of y'all hit it exactly on the points. How everybody felt about Kobe, how a lot of people was trying to put dirt on Kobe's name after he died, and not just Ari Shafur. There was a bunch of feminists that kept bringing up his rape case, even though he was acquitted and found not guilty. A lot of people um, was still trying to bring it up for some reason, and I think the most important thing I believe that came out of this whole death thing was I always say me and Father, we've been saying this since the beginning. We started this podcast. We always say men are emotional. You just really don't see it much. And this is I don't know if it's just Kobe, but like a lot of black men was just it's not just Father, not just Tony, even myself. I felt it. Like a lot of black men felt it. It's like you grew up with this man. You watched this man like put in the work ethic. You watched the hard work he put in. You watch him get 5 rings, even if he was a Laker fan or not. Like you know what this man personified. So like watching like our some of our other favorite basketball players like Shaq, like seeing how that choked them up, it was just like it made me choke up even more. Like watching T Mac getting choked up about it. I'm pretty sure it made Father choke up. Like it proves my point when I tell people that men are emotional. But it's just like we're not just gonna cry over little shit. If it's something that's really near and dear to us, you will see the emotion. And I wish it didn't have to because I really wish it didn't have to get to Kobe dying, but at the same time, I think a lot of people it did open a lot of eyes of how people like or how men express their emotions because not just crying, but sometimes you see the excitement in people. You'll see people reminiscing about their favorite Kobe moment, or like where was you when even us talking about when you throw a shot up, you yell at Kobe. It's just you're seeing all this just unveiled before your eyes, and it's just like I feel like to me, it's just finally is getting the recognition or is proving my point and is proving father's point that yeah, men are emotional. We are emotional as fuck. It's just that sometimes we're not just gonna cry over little shit. Maybe it's just maybe something that's really close to us. Yes, you'll see it, but not stuff that was really close to us. And Kobe was close to everybody. So let me ask you a question. Not and Tony already pointed on it. The Ari Shafir thing. He was talking about now that he was dead, that he was celebrating his death and about a rape case that Kobe beat. And then not just him, there was a lot of people doing that. And plus, there's been like black women saying that you shouldn't mourn his death because all his money is going to a non-black woman. It's like, how do y'all feel about when people say things like that?
Well, I feel that it's always gonna be negative stuff that comes out. Um, in a situation like this, a lot of people will say it won't be on one side of the coin on a situation where there's somebody will always be a group of people that will say something negative about something like that. But the few points is like on the spider web of this things is you got to think about like how it came out too. Um, how the TMZ announced it before his relatives or his wife even knew about it, and she had found out on the news, or that a lot of the family people wasn't really known like that. That also died in the car. I mean, in the helicopter crash. It was just a lot of. It was a lot of negative that came out, and I think the all the positive will overtop the negative. But that was just some of the things that was the problem too. Like it was a husband and wife and daughter that was on a plane that died. And what it was is that a lot of people say like Kobe, he died, and then later they found out that his daughter died, and then later on they said about the other victims on there. A lot of people was talking about the negative stuff, but you always gonna get that.
Yeah, I just want to piggyback off what you said because what you said is very true, and I also want to add that like Kobe Bryant was an international superstar, but when it comes to the black community, we have a lot of people that you know what I'm saying that we look up to. Most of the people that we really look up to never go off clean. Like name someone from the black community that like all of us love. Like we love Malcolm X, we love Martin Luther King, we love what's his name? We loved Michael Jackson, we loved Prince, but they never like every time they have a legacy, we always I mean, of course their legacy is great, but they never have a clean, they never go out clean. You know what I'm saying? Their death is always shrouded in they either get murdered or someone done stole something from them, or or the outside people outside of the black community remember them for other shit. Like we never have anyone to go like that we can say that went out clean, that went out without any like controversy, without any issues or whatever. But if someone like John McCain died, you know what I'm saying? They're always gonna talk about what a great president he was and shit like that. And then you come to find out, you do some research on John McCain, he did some pretty messed up shit. You know what I'm saying? As a time as a politician. So like the fact that these people keep bringing up his rape case and not the fact that this man not only died but his daughter died as well, like not that's just evil to me. You know what I'm saying? That's just like evil as hell, and it's not fair that that's what you're gonna remember that man for. Like it just doesn't make sense at all to me, and that's what really hurt me too. Like Kobe Bryant was the closest thing that we had of someone that we looked up to that didn't really have like that blemish. I mean, of course there was that rape case, but not only was he acquitted, but he actually took accountability for the situation that he was in. Not saying that he raped her or didn't, but like he did take accountability for him being in that situation, and he worked his ass off to rid himself of that. That's why he created the Black Mamba shit in the first place. So the fact that this man from that age took accountability and worked hard to ensure that he could clear his name and people can look up to him and shit like that. He did his job. And I think that's what we should remember the most. Not only was he just a great basketball player, he was just a great human being in general.
I agree with both of y'all, and so I think what I want to add is just like, especially for people like Ari Shafour and the people that was trying to bring up his rape case and all that other stuff. I don't know why would you bring it up in the first place, and then like a lot of people who say that like this is like like I told a lot of my friends, when Chris Brown, when the woman lied on Chris Brown, and she basically lied on a rape case, and then they found out she was lying, and Chris Brown was going off on her and was talking about the bitches lying. A lot of people say he was doing too much, but I defended Chris Brown, and this is why I'm saying that, because even when you're acquitted, even when you're found not guilty, people